What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Oscar's Cozy Corner. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I thought I would talk about something that, even though I don't buy all that often, that I would still love to see come to the Valley, and that is Dream Styles. Now, I don't actually purchase Dream Styles all that often from the premium shop, but I do enjoy getting them in the Star Path rewards. I think some of them are really fun. I think some of them are not so fun, maybe a little bit of a miss. But I thought I would put together a list of 7 Dream Styles that I would personally love to see come to Disney Dreamlight Valley, especially for those villagers who might not have had some love already, and maybe there's already some villagers that have had too much love. Now, some of these are iconic film outfits, some are a little bit cheekier, and maybe some are just pure wishful thinking on my part. But I want to hear your ideas too, because that's the main reason I'm doing this video. I want to know what dream styles you would love to see come to the Valley. And if I get one more Prince Adam dream style for Beast, I think I might scream. But I'm actually on board with that. I do have an entire video dedicated to it. Personally, for me, half of the fun is speculating and imagining what might come next to Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is why I love doing these videos. With that being said, let's just get straight into it and see what my number 1 is on the wish list for dream styles for our villagers. Okay, so first up is Sorcerer Mickey. Now, I've said this before, I've been on record multiple times saying that we need a Sorcerer Mickey dream style. This one is non-negotiable for me. I need this dream style immediately, and I do have a sneaking suspicion that we might end up seeing this come with part 2 of the Storybook Veil, but I just adore this Mickey outfit. I know that some people say that Mickey has too many dream styles. I do understand that. He does have quite a few, but how can you just say no to this iconic look? And I've even picked the one that's a little bit sparkly because I absolutely love Fantasmic, the show from Disney Hollywood Studios in Florida. I adore Fantasmic. The whole show is just absolutely amazing, and it fits really well with the Storybook Veil. So that's why I think that we'll be seeing this, because Sorcerer Mickey does fight Maleficent in her dragon form at the end of that show in this kind of like sparkly outfit. So I just, as I said, it's non-negotiable. I need this outfit. I need it now. I need it yesterday, and I need it tomorrow. This is number 1. There's nothing else to say. In a very close second, almost taking first place, is Tiana's wedding dress. Now, I still can't believe that Tiana did not get a dream style with her star path from the Dapper Delights update, and then I still can't believe that Tiana hasn't received a dream style whatsoever. She quite literally has multiple outfits to choose from. I don't know what Gameloft are doing. I thought at some point they might be doing an entire Tiana dream bundle for us, but that has never arrived. But I think that this is my favorite Tiana dress. I feel like it's my favorite Tiana look. So I just would really, really love to see this come to the Valley, and I think it would look amazing in the art style that they use. The kind of fabric that is draped over the dress here, it's kind of see-through, a little bit shimmery. I think that would work really nicely. I'm not sure whether that's tulle or something like that, but the bodice looks great. I love how it kind of resembles a lily pad. I feel like the headdress would just look amazing in Dreamlight Valley, especially with the way that they've kind of like upped the ante with their clothing and their detailing recently. So I would just, I don't know. There's nothing more to say about this. I think Tiana would look fantastic in it. I'm surprised that we do not have a Tiana dream style. And if I had to choose one, it would be this. But like I said, this is a very close second, if not a tied first with Sorcerer Mickey for me personally. All right, moving on. I did actually see this on Reddit. I cannot remember the post, but this is kind of a wild card, and I know it's not a massive dream style for Eve, but since they're doing DLC characters now, we know that Rapunzel is going to be getting a dream style. I feel like this is an adorable option for Eve and Wally from Wally and Eve's first date. Now, I know that Eve is unconscious during this scene, but in the soundtrack, it is actually called First Date, so we're going to roll with that, but I don't know. I just feel like Wally and Eve together are some of the cutest characters that Disney and Pixar have ever come up with. And I would love to see just like a little bit of love for Eve, because we did get a dream style for Wally, even though it was, I think it was a Gameloft original one, the Dapper style. But I don't know. I just feel like these Christmas lights, even though it's not huge, I feel like it would be really cute. I would love if they kind of like snuck this into a winter or a Christmas star path just as one of the dream style options. I'm not sure how many people would buy it if it came to the premium shop, because they tend to be quite expensive, but I just think this is adorable. I would love to see this integrated somehow. The lights could light up. Maybe we could even have them as a pair so they walk around holding hands. That would be an option. I mean, we wouldn't have to reskin Wally. We could just have Eve in the Christmas lights, but just have them kind of like going around the valley in a little pair holding hands. Even better. You're welcome, Gameloft. Moving on, this one is a little bit of a wild card, but I do love this scene from Toy Story when Sid's sister kind of like picks Buzz up and uses him in a tea party with the rest of her dolls. So I would really love, and I think they could pull off a Buzz as Mrs. Nesbitt kind of dream style. It's pretty much just the apron maybe the little hat and can even have his arm missing. And then they could just kind of like scuff up his sort of like suit a little bit. I think that would work well. I think a lot of people would like the reference. I feel like if they ever did another Pixar Star Path or something adjacent to Pixar, maybe a Pixar celebration, they could do this and they could integrate this one quite easy. And it would be nice. It would be nostalgic for people. And I think people would enjoy it. At least I would enjoy it. Maybe I'm alone on that island, but I think Buzz as Mrs. Nesbitt could be a really, really fun option. Now, I know, Gothel is not everybody's favorite character and not everybody's favorite villain in Disney Dreamlight Valley, but this might be one for those who don't actually like her to actually bring her into her true form. So obviously entangled, she's trying to get the flower to have eternal youth, etc. And we do get a glimpse of her at the beginning and towards the end with her super gray hair and the cloak and sort of like being hunched over. And I thought they could do maybe like a Halloween dream style for Gothel that incorporated those elements. Maybe it doesn't have to be exactly relating to the film, although they could do that as well because they are pretty good at their adaptations. But I'd love to see Gothel with the gray hair. I'd love to see Gothel with the kind of like the hood and walking slightly differently. The only thing is they might have to sort of like tweak her character model if they were to have her hunched over. But I just feel like people would really enjoy that, especially people who don't necessarily like Gothel and they don't want her in her youthful form. It could be pretty cool to bring that element in, and Halloween would be a good time to do it. I don't know when else they could get away with doing something like that, but I don't know. Maybe just another little idea for Game Loft there. Maybe. Given that Lilo and Stitch is re-releasing the live action again relatively soon, I thought Stitch's Galactic Spacesuit could be another fun option. So obviously Stitch is wearing this at the beginning of the film and he kind of like crashes to Earth in this. I just think that Stitch looks super cute. Stitch is usually quite beachy and chilled. Even the Halloween outfit that he does have is really adorable with the candy coming out of the back. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit different. I like the sci-fi aspect to it. I would love to see him have multiple arms. That would be super cute. I would love to see him hold those blasters as well and kind of like run around the valley sort of like shooting at us. I don't know, I feel like the whole thing would be very cute. Stitch can pull anything off, but I feel like Stitch could pull this one off really nicely. And I know that Stitch has quite a few dream styles already, which is why it's sort of like to the bottom of my list, of my wish list. But I don't know, I think it's adorable and I think Stitch would look great. Finally, we do have Belle's classic ball gown. Now, I'm not absolutely fawning over this. I don't think it's a 100% necessity, but I would like to see Belle actually get a dream style of her in the ball gown. We do have 2 dream styles for Belle, and they are not this one. So I feel like the princesses deserve their iconic dresses, the same as Tiana. I feel like Tiana deserves at least one more dream style, but Belle has already got a couple. That's why she's right at the bottom of the list, but I would love to see this one come to the game. I know we have a version of it for the player, but I feel like we could get away with having a version for Belle as well. And eventually, hopefully all of the princesses get kind of like their iconic outfits, their iconic looks that sum them up as princesses, because I feel like this sums up Belle as a princess. All right, gang, that is it for this one. Just a quick video today. I just thought I'd sum up some of my own personal wish lists for dream styles for Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And of course, let me know your own. Have I missed one? Is there something absolutely imperative that we need to see at some point? Maybe you disagree and you wouldn't want to see any of them. If it's going to be anyone, I suspect it'll be Gothel. Whatever it is, let me know down in the comments below. I'm always eager to hear. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it, maybe subscribe to the channel for more Disney Dreamlight Valley content. We do all sorts of fun stuff here and I stream twice a week, so feel free to stop by those too. It's always a chaotic time, very different to the videos, but a lot of fun. With that being said, I will leave it there for today. I will catch you in the next one, and I will of course see you in the valley.